Hello and welcome to the session. In this session, we'll discuss about the K nearest neighbor, commonly called as KNN algorithm. So KNN stands for K nearest neighbor. It is a nearest neighbor learning method. Now KNN is also called as lazy learner algorithm because as we have been discussed in the previous sessions, we always have a training period, we have a testing period. In the training period, we make the machine learn the data sets, right? And in the testing phase, we test the test data sets that we have. But in this case, it's a little bit different. The algorithm does not learn during the training, right? It just stores the training data sets. So that's why it reads memory, right? It's also called as memory based because during the training period it just stores the data sets in the memory, and only during the classification time it performs the action of learning. So that's why it's also called as lazy learner algorithm. It is also called as instance-based or memory-based learning method. Memory-based since it needs memory to store the data sets during the training phase. It is also called as instance-based because instance-based learning method is a method where we predict the class labels of the test instance only when the new test instance is given for classification, and it delays the processing of the training data sets. In turn, it means that during the training there is no learning that happens. Only during the classification time it does the processing of the training data sets and classifies the test instance. So we will see how it actually happens. It is also called as non-parametric and supervised learning classifier. Non-parametric, why? We have seen in the previous sessions the difference between parametric and non-parametric. We have seen the difference between supervised and unsupervised. Please scroll through the links which is provided in the description box. It's also used commonly, is one of the most popular and simplest classification and regression classifier. What's the difference between classification and regression also? I'll give you the link in the description box. Though it can be used for classification and regression, it's commonly used for classification. Now let's see the algorithm behind KNN algorithm. See, basically the goal is, or the principle of KNN algorithm is, the principle is to predict the label, okay, of a new data point, which let's call it as a test data point, by considering the values or the label of its nearest neighbors. So how many neighbors, that value will be given in K in the training data set. So if you see this diagram, let's say all these circles are the data points which I have stored during the training phase. So let's say this data point here is the test instance. So that means during the test instance, now it is going to do the processing on the data set because this is a KNN algorithm. So now what is important is, first you have to specify the value of K. What is the optimal value of K? Basically K is the, what is the it means number of nearest neighbors that it needs to consider for making the prediction. So that means how many neighbors it's going to consider for making the prediction. So let's say I take the value as K is equal to 3. This is the test instance. So that means it's going to calculate, right, the distance between this test instance and these closest nearest neighbors. So this is 1, 2, 3. These are the 3 closest nearest neighbors. So the distance from this test instance, so these 3 data points will be calculated. So basically K is the number of nearest neighbors. Now how do you calculate the distance from the test instance to these data points? Is there are various methods. So basically the distance is calculated between the data sets, this data set and the test point. So for each one you need to calculate the distance from C1 to T, distance from C2 to T, distance from C3 to T has to be calculated. Now how do you calculate the distance? The various mathematical measures are there: Euclidean distance, Manhattan distance and Minkowski distance. In the next session I'll be doing a problem on KNN where we are just following the Euclidean distance. Now find the nearest neighbors. Now the K data points with the smallest distance to the target point are the nearest neighbors, right? So if you calculate the distance from here to here, whichever is giving the smallest distance, so that would be the nearest neighbor. So once you get the nearest neighbors, now what I will be doing is, from this test instance, basically I will be calculating the distance from all to all the data points. This is the test data point. From this test data point, you have to calculate the distance to all the data points. There are some 10 or 12 here. You find the distance to all and take the 3 smallest distance. That is why k is equal to 3. Find that I have calculated the distance to all. Take the 3 smallest distance. So once you do that, right, you do the classification. So you now do the step 4, voting for classification, or you take the average for regression. So suppose you do classification, you vote. If you take regression, you take the average. So basically what happens here is, when you want to classify a data point, let's say classification it is. Suppose I am doing classification job. Classification job means what? I have to classify this test data point belongs to class C1 or class C2. That is classification. Let's say class spam or class non-spam. So KNN algorithm will look at the closest data point. That is based upon the distance. Which are the 3 smallest Euclidean distance? That would be the 3 closest neighbors. So based upon that, you do a majority voting. You pick the one, right, that is most nearest to the test instance. So which is the most nearest instance? So that would be done by majority voting. Now suppose I do regression. So in regression means what? We don't have class 1 or 2. We calculate the value. So simplest example is for regression is, I have to predict right, what would be the temperature tomorrow. Right, that's a regression problem, because I don't have class 1 and class 2. I have to tell the value. So that's a regression. So if I have to apply KNN for regression, we take the average of these values and predict one value. So take the distances of T to C1, take the distance from T to C2, take the distance from T to C3, average them all. So you will get a average distance. So that would be considered for regression. So these are the 4 steps of KNN algorithm. So in this diagram you can see that, let's say this light blue is one class, class 2, the dark blue circles are class 1. This is the target point. So I am going to find the distance from this test point to all the data points. To all we are going to find the distance, and depending upon the k value which is chosen, suppose k is 3, we take the 3 nearest neighbor based upon the smallest distance between the test point to the data point. Now this is the algorithm which is given in the textbook, which you might have to write for your exams. So let's say the input is, I have the training data set T, I have to they will give the distance metric D, test instances T, number of nearest neighbors K. So that would be given as input. What you have to predict the class or the category. So in this case we are using KNN for classification purpose. What is a prediction for the test instance T? So I have the test instance here T. For this test instance T, I have to find the distance, right? Find the distance from the test instance T to every instance I in the training data set. You can use Euclidean distance, Manhattan distance, or Minkowski distance. In this example here they have used Euclidean distance. Euclidean distance between, this is a formula for the Euclidean distance. Suppose I have 2 points x1 y1 x2 y2. So what's the distance between these two? Square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is your Euclidean distance. Okay, now in the step 2, now sort the distances. We will find the distances from the test instance to all the data sets. Then we will sort the distances in ascending order, and then we select the first k nearest training data instances to the test instance. Suppose I have k is equal to 3, I would select the first 3 data instances. That means the first 3 which is smallest distance from the test data instance to the training data. Then based upon that we will predict the class. How do you predict the class? By majority voting. Okay, so what are the applications of KNN algorithm? KNN algorithm has a wide range of applications in recommendation systems like Netflix or Amazon, spam detection for filtering the spam mails, customer segmentation in marketing firms where they segment the customers, right, based upon what they are buying, in speech recognition where we transcribe the spoken words into text. And the advantages of KNN is it's very easy to implement. You don't need to do any kind of training. Very few hyperparameters are required and very flexible. Whereas the disadvantages are you cannot use KNN for large data sets. It suffers from curse of dimensionality. That means if the number of features will increase, KNN will struggle to classify. And it is prone to overfitting issues. Overfitting in the sense it learns very well, but when you do it on the test instance, the performance will be bad. So let's meet in the next session where we will see how we can work out the problem using KNN algorithm. Thank you so much.